Welcome back to Mornings. There are literally thousands and thousands of different methods and techniques for achieving success in everyday life, from what you eat to how you think. But it all starts, as you know, with the mind, and according to my next guest, mapping your mind is step one. Tony Buzan boasts clients like IBM, the United Nations, but he also mind maps for everyday people, and perhaps for me. He joins me this morning. Tony, welcome to the program.
Good morning.
I'm sorry, I don't know what mind mapping is. Can you give me the simplest view?
Very shortly you will. But a mind map is basically, it's like a map of a city. So you map your thoughts by putting your central idea in the center and radiating out like the roads leading out of a city. It literally is a map of your thoughts, and it's 10 times more efficient than standard linear notes.
Okay. Why do we need to do this?
To turn on the brain.
Oh, is that where I'm going wrong? Okay.
And it really is. When I was a student, I was getting worse and worse and worse, and I suddenly began to realize that it was my linear notes that were drowning me, because the notes were all in one color, and one color is a monotone, and a monotone is monotonous, and monotonous is boring. I mean, what does your brain do when it's bored? Tunes off, you know, shuts down, goes to sleep, whatever. So I suddenly realized that the way we've been taking notes for centuries was actually the opposite of what the brain needed.
Okay. What you've done is make a bit of a drawing. So I want to give everybody an example of what you can achieve and how you can achieve it.
Yes, yes.
How do we start?
Do you want to go and do this one?
Oh, yeah.
This is a mind map on you.
This is a mind map on me. Now, this is going to be interesting. Now, you found the mind. Okay, you know, I've had a body scan, so I did have a mind. So what have I got here? Well,
what we've got here is, this is you.
Okay. So now, everybody can do this at home, right?
Anybody can do this at home.
Okay.
I mean, this technique was used in the 9/11 aftermath to actually map out the problems that had happened in New York. Wow. So the headquarters of Con Ed. And I'll tell you also how it can be used at home as well. But this, for example, is you.
Okay.
This is Carrie-Anne. This is your life.
I'm having a good or a bad hair day there.
You're having a good day. And this is television, #1 program. It deals with information and entertainment. We have another branch up here for what you love. May I ask you what you love, and I will map your loves, things you really like.
I notice you've got lifestyle across there.
Yes,
so
lifestyle, strengths. So this is a picture of all the possibilities for you.
And everybody at home can, if you've got a piece of paper, you can do the same. So if you do lifestyle, I've got to say lifestyle.
All right.
To me, actually, I've got to say work. I love work.
Wonderful.
So lifestyle for me is my work.
The mind map can literally jump, so you love your work.
And, of course, love my family.
Your family.
My dog can go on my family, can't it?
Well, then you would branch off family, you would branch dog.
Oh, okay. I better put my husband down there because he might be watching.
I think he would be interested.
I did actually mean...
We'll put him well above the dog.
Yes, thank you very much.
Husband, we'll abbreviate. And then your lifestyle.
Mind you, the dog always looks happy when I come home.
I'm sure he does too.
What else do we do?
Well, we've got your strengths, for example. What would you consider your strengths? I mean, obviously you're...
Better ask somebody else for that.
Well, I've been told...
I love to have fun.
Fun. Wonderful. We could just have a lovely smiling face.
Okay.
That's you having fun. I've been told you're very intelligent, so we have IQ.
I don't know who you've been talking to there. Stamina.
Stamina. That is one of the prime qualities of genius.
Now, you notice I'm not asking anybody on the floor for their suggestions in here. No, you can't be incriminated now.
But this builds up. Now, you could add other branches. I mean, if you have another major part of your personality.
Okay, so what do I glean from this?
What you glean from this is that when you are using a mind map, you get a complete picture. Now, let me give you an example. This is a working mum. And she had had trouble literally organizing and controlling her life. She had a working husband, she had a working son, i.e. he was 11-year-old at school, who was slogging his brains out. She learnt a mind map, and so exactly the same as we've just done there. She put a little house with hearts in the middle as the center. She had 7 branches, each for the day of the week. So on Monday, off the branch of Monday, she had her name, her husband's name, her son's name, and then off those branches she had the things they all had to do. Suddenly the whole family knew what everybody else was doing, when they were supposed to be doing it. She wasn't staying up at night as she had been, worrying if she'd got everything under control, worrying about the party, worrying about her job, worrying about her son. The nice thing that then happened was that her little boy said, "Mum, you know, I'm only getting C's in school. Could I use mind maps for school?"
So how often, once you establish a picture like that, should you be referring to it? Every day?
It depends on, depends. If it's a mind map for a project, like they did in New York, then it would be every day and every half of the day.
So you could actually do emotional mind maps, work mind maps?
Yes, yes.
A quick overview of what you mentioned in terms of corporately, how you've helped corporations, if you could encapsulate that for us.
Yeah, absolutely. Corporations need to think. In the Harvard Business Review, there's a recent article saying creativity is the prime need for the 21st century. So if you're going to think, if you're going to solve problems, if you're going to communicate, if you're going to write, as I do, you have to have a thinking technique. Linear techniques no longer work in the 21st century. It has to be something that reflects the way the brain works. And our brains, you'll be pleased to know, work on imagination, not just logic.
So do you list problems?
You mind map them.
Yeah.
You actually mind map the problem. You know, put the thing that's bothering you in the center of a page and just radiate out on it.
So if you have a difficulty, a problem, whether it's work, play, home, you put that problem in the centre and then do spin-offs.
You're going to be a mind map teacher soon.
It's fascinating to actually
really
try and
is.
understand. And sometimes just getting it from there, emotionally, when it's all buzzing and confusing, onto a piece of paper automatically helps you solve a problem.
That's exactly what it is. Because if you're spinning...
A lot of psychologists use this, do they not?
Yeah, they do. They do.
Congratulations. The book is called, of course, Tony Buzan's Mind Maps, and it gives you some really interesting techniques of how to clarify life.
Yes. It's mind maps at work, meaning mind maps in the workplace.
Tips, could we just go through the tips very quickly?
Yeah, love to.
Just number one?
Keep your body fit. You've got to keep your body fit. Body fit, brain fit.
Okay, listen and learn.
Listen and learn. This keeps your brain ongoingly fit and active. You've got to read. You've got to doodle and draw. Everybody doodles. Do more doodling. You have to expand your horizons because the brain needs those big vistas. Yeah. And you've got to use your imagination, daydream. You've got to daydream. Daydreaming is the gymnasium of your mind.
Sensational.
And
Tony
make a
Buzan.
hobby of your brain.
Oh, make a hobby of the brain.
Yes, yeah.
Have fun.
Promise.
Tony Buzan, Mind Maps at Work. Thank you for your time today.
Thank you very much.